Welcome back to In Ohio Country today. I'm Michaela Kramer, and here with us today is Mr. Logan Russell. We're just south of Wapakoneta on the southern edge of Auglaize County. So, Logan, if you could share with us just a little bit about yourself and what it is that you do here on your farm.
Well, Michaela, it's kind of hard to start from the top, but we do a little bit of everything over here. We're primarily a grain and livestock operation. We run a livestock marketing business. We do custom round baling and bale wrapping. In the livestock marketing business, we deal primarily in Holstein feeder cattle, baby calves, and fat cattle. In the grain and crops, mostly corn and soybeans like a lot of people in this neck of the woods, but we also do a little bit of hay and some different cover crops in the last few years.
So we know that you're kind of considered an outstanding farming youth here in the state of Ohio. So what is it that kind of got your start in agriculture, or how did you start out within this industry?
Well, my family's always been involved in agriculture. My grandparents used to be dairy farmers in the 80s, and they had a barn fire that kind of took them out of that business, and we started up into the grain farming. Probably 15 years ago or so, we got back into the cattle with 6 or 7 brood cows, and I would have been 8 or 9 years old just before I got into 4-H, and after that I just kind of got started in 4-H with the beef cattle, raising our own calves and taking them to the fair. And then probably 3 or 4 years ago, I started feeding baby calves from local dairy farmers and make some connections that way, and that business has just really grown for me. Now we feed about 300 head of cattle every year and buy and sell quite a few hundred more. It's just something I love to do, and that's what I've been trying to pursue.
So I know that you mentioned you have your own livestock marketing company, so I know that started here recently, so why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
There's a few different options we can offer our customers in that business. A lot of it is our own cattle that we sell. I feed baby calves, and I have a few other guys that feed baby calves for me, so we kind of have a pipeline of commodity for us there. And then I also broker cattle for people, so if one of my customers, say, has 50 head of feeder cattle, I'll find a home for him, or if another customer says he's in the market for a group of steers, I can go out and find them and just make the connections that way so everybody's got cattle to feed and keeps the world going around, I suppose.
And I know that you mentioned also your family owns a custom baling operation, and I know that you're not the only one that helps out with that. So could you share a little bit more about that operation as well?
Yep, we do custom round baling and bale wrapping. Primarily, my dad runs the round baler, which we're standing next to here. We do 4x5 round bales. A lot of times we bale wet hay, which where our wrapper comes into play. I think we did about 5,500 bales last year through the round baler and about 2,500 through the wrapper. So we've only had the round baler and wrapper for about 3 years now. So that business has really come on strong for us. Seems to get pretty busy though when they say when the sun's shining you got to make hay. So that's kind of the motto we follow there. It's a family operation here. I mean, it takes everybody to keep things moving, and we all kind of work together and get it done.
So you've been involved in agriculture your entire life. So what made you kind of decide to stick with that and pursue the multiple different facets of agriculture that you are today?
Well, after high school, I tried going to college for a while, and I didn't enjoy doing that, so I quit going to school and had to do one thing or another. I worked for an equipment dealership for a while and got out of that and just started doing things on my own. I thought, well, if I could serve the farmer, I might as well be the farmer. And things have just progressed from there. I never try to turn down an opportunity. We just try to make the most out of everything that we can. I think that's just the passion that I have for agriculture, what kind of keeps me in it. I mean, there's a lot of ups and downs, and especially dealing with animals. There's some days everything's healthy, and other days you're really struggling with certain things, especially with baby calves, and that's just kind of the way it's been.
So if you could maybe, you're only in your early 20s, give some advice to other youth out there or young adults who are interested in pursuing a career in agriculture, what might be some encouragement that you would give to them?
The first thing I'd say is nothing's free. I mean, you're going to have to work pretty hard. A lot of times I get done about 10 o'clock at night and I think, man, it'd been pretty nice just to get off work at 5 o'clock and sit on my front porch for a while. But I think if you work hard at something that you really love and that you can be passionate about, things will really progress for you. Never underestimate the opportunities that come to you. There's been a lot of things that I've done that started from just one phone call or something like that have really grown into a good business for me. And never underestimate the connections that you make with people. I mean, I think that's, especially in my marketing business, that's the biggest thing that I can offer is the reputation for quality stock and having the product that people need.
If our viewers were more interested in what you're up to with your different businesses, where might be somewhere that they could go to gather more information about what you're up to?
Well, they can give us a call. My cell phone is 937-538-0969. We have a Facebook page for our livestock marketing business. That's Russell Farms Livestock Marketing. And then I don't think I mentioned in the previous conversation, but we also direct market beef to customers. So we sell freezer beef and freezer lamb. We have a web page for that, or a Facebook page for that, which is Russell Farms Beef. So if anybody has any inquiries, that's where we can be found.
Well, thank you again, Logan, for sharing with us your involvement in agriculture, because we know that youth involvement in agriculture, and especially here in Ohio, is something that's really important to us. So thanks for sharing with us your involvement and showing us around your farm here today.
Thanks for stopping out.
And we'll be back with more In Ohio Country today.